And a quick plug, for our viewers who have done this year over year, some different things that are happening this year. It used to be you'd go to the app and you'd find out the information and
what the special is.
That would be what it would be. The really cool thing about how we got it set up now, you go to roswellrw.com, and we actually have a very interactive user map, very intuitive, easy to use, and it's going to show you geographically where everything's located. You click on that, you get all your information. You're able to check in, you're able to earn badges, you see the photo galleries. I believe you can even leave reviews on each places. So it's a lot more hands-on for the user.
It's interactive.
And then you don't have to download an app or anything.
No, it's built in. It's very user-centric, easy to do. Similar to summer sipping, like that's the goal with that. We make it as easy for people to get in there and rank their sips and all that good stuff. Kind of taking that approach with Restaurant Weeks because it engages the visitor, engages the restaurant, and then becomes a little friendly competition. How many badges can I get? We've also got a great drawing.
Oh yeah, we got some good giveaways.
Value is going to be about $300, which entices people to use that as well. But just some cool things that even though this program has been happening throughout the years, we're always striving to evolve it and make it better.
A sincere thank you to Wellstar North Fulton Medical Center for its sponsorship and for fostering a healthy community where businesses can thrive. We'd also like to thank Wire Detail for its quarterly sponsorship. Listeners can use code BREWSHINE to receive $25 off a full vehicle detail or receive a free interior refresh with any exterior service.
Welcome back to Brew Talks. I'm Steve Stroud, President and CEO of Roswell, Inc., the economic development organization here in the city of Roswell.
And I'm Andy Williams, President and CEO of Visit Roswell, the official destination marketing organization charged with the promotion of tourism in Roswell. And a very special guest today. We're going to get into some really cool stuff. One of our most famous, well-known, and successful events that we're really going to dive into and share some cool things that we're doing differently this year that makes it better. Of course, we're going to be talking about Roswell Restaurant Weeks. But before we get into that, a very special guest that partners with us and has partnered with us for quite some time and is also a member of our board of directors. Yeah. Absolutely. We have Rob Keeler with Gas South. Rob is the senior account executive in our area.
Welcome.
And, does a lot for us.
Good to be here.
Rob's not just a contact. He's like part of the family.
That's right.
Like, hey, we eat together. We've done a lot together.
We have.
It's been a good run. But Gas South's been a great partner for us. But Rob, welcome to the show, and welcome and first, thanks for your support. We really appreciate what Gas South has done. And obviously, Restaurant Weeks is an important, people are like, oh, that sounds fun, but it's really important because it's an industry that we're supporting, right? It's a whole industry. So talk to us a little bit about the restaurant industry and the gas industry. That's kind of hand in hand.
The restaurant industry it's a large industry here in Georgia. The hospitality industry is a big heavy hitter. But when you think about it, selfishly, they all use gas, so they make great targets. But Gas South, from the beginning, we like to partner with those that we do business with. So whether it's through Roswell Inc., through the GRA, the Giving Kitchen, different ways that we can partner with the restaurant industry is how we look at it, and we look at it as partners.
Yeah, they use a lot of gas, that's for sure.
They do, and collectively, you think about how many restaurants here in Roswell, and and they're all using gas.
Yeah, and we talk about one of the areas and the reasons that you all support Roswell Restaurant Weeks and Summer Sippin' is the large concentration of restaurants that are privately owned, chef-driven, or family-owned, I should say. And we've got the largest concentration in metro area, over 200 just in the city of Roswell. And so we're constantly seeing that growth in the restaurant industry. And this is just one of those target programs that we can help support the restaurants in a downtime, right? People are like, why do you do it in January?
Yeah.
It's key because credit card bills just started coming in. Yeah, it's a slow time. So if we can offer a special and get them involved, and this is our 11th year of Restaurant Weeks, and you guys have been there since the beginning.
Yeah, no, it's a great program. I mean, it's fun.
It is fun.
I think you get everybody participating, and you get people out and eating, and you get the some of the restaurants that can't afford to do some of the advertising and different things like that,
it's
you know,
free
it
to the
helps to get
restaurants.
their name out.
That's right.
And it helps to, you know, it might be one that you're like, you know what? Well, let's try it. You know,
You got
this
nothing to
actually
lose.
looks, yeah, exactly.
That's the goal. You know, Steve, you hit on something I want to go back to too, is the timing of it. And that is very strategically done. And, you know, we could do this thing a number of different weeks throughout the year. Sure. But it's really important to understand that coming off a busy holiday season, there's a lull. I mean, it's just a pattern we track, you know, year over year. January and February, there's a lull. And so one of the things when we place Restaurant Weeks where it is, kicking off January 22nd, running through February 7th, we're avoiding Valentine's weekend, right? We know Valentine's Day and that weekend around that is extremely busy, so we don't ever want to compete with that. We're also avoiding the Super Bowl.
Yep, we miss the Super Bowl.
We generate a lot of business that comes with that. Then, of course, you're getting into warmer weather and things start picking up. Patios start opening up. But this is our way, as you always say, to make the cash registers ring when things are typically a little bit down. Rob, you hit on something, too, that I think is fantastic, and I hope that you know, our residents who are familiar with our restaurant scene view this as an opportunity to do this as well.
Yep.
Go to that place that's always been on your list that you just haven't been able to make it to.
Yep.
Or that place where you feel like you know everything on the menu, but perhaps for Restaurant Weeks, they're doing something a little bit different. But the fact that these are prefix options, you know, you get your app, you get your entree, you get your dessert, whatever the case may be, is a value for sure, and it gives people the opportunity to be exposed to places they may not frequent on their everyday or every weekend list.
Yep. No, I totally agree.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Table in Maine, for example, they do their fried chicken, right, as a special, and a lot of people go in just for that opportunity to do that, right?
Yeah.
Jenna at 1920, she'll have a special of something that. And a lot of times people it's either a pre-existing item on their menu at a reduced rate, right? Or it's something they're getting ready to add to their menu, which is really kind of cool.
And gives them the chance to try it out and
That's
see
right.
how it
So you get to push it out
goes.
there and let people see it.
Yeah.
One of the things we've seen a lot of is the fact that the restaurants, again, as Andy said, seen the increase year over year during those weeks in sales. And really, that's what it's all about, right? Making sure the cash registers ring.
Yes.
I mean, you see restaurants all over the city, all over Northeast Georgia, right?
All over Georgia.
And this scene's not going away, right?
No.
I mean, it's the restaurant. People like to socialize. They like to get out.
Yeah.
And again, you all sponsor Summer Sippin', which again, over 60 plus restaurants. Great way during a lull in the summer in the city of Roswell when people are on vacation and they're not eating out as much.
Graduations. All
there's a lot of
summer-
distractions.
Yeah.
So if we can get them together, it really works and makes a big deal.
Well, you mentioned the number 60 for Summer Sippin', another great program that we do, to drive business. We're pushing 60 for Restaurant Weeks.
Yeah.
This is the largest Restaurant Weeks in the metro Atlanta area. We think it's probably one of, if not the largest in the state of Georgia. 60 is a big number. It continues to grow. We may be adding a couple more here. And a quick plug, for our viewers who have done this year over year, some different things that are happening this year. It used to be you'd go to the app, and you'd find out the information and
what the special is.
That would be what it would be. The really cool thing about how we got it set up now, you go to roswellrw.com, and we actually have a very interactive user map, very intuitive, easy to use, and it's going to show you geographically where everything's located. You click on that, you get all your information. You're able to check in. You're able to earn badges. You see the photo galleries. I believe you can even leave reviews on each places. So it's a lot more hands-on for the user.
It's interactive.
And then you don't have to download an app or anything.
No, it's built in.
Yeah,
it's very user-centric, easy to do. Similar to Summer Sippin', like that's the goal with that. We make it as easy for people to get in there and rank their sips and all that good stuff. Kind of taking that approach with Restaurant Weeks because it engages the visitor, engages the restaurant, and then becomes a little friendly competition. How many badges can I get? We've also got a great drawing.
Oh yeah, we got some good giveaways.
Value is going to be about $300, which entices people to use that as well. But just some cool things that even though this program has been happening throughout the years, we're always striving to evolve it and make it better.
Yeah. One of the things that, the restaurants like about it, and I think they appreciate your support from Gas South, is the fact that you guys are so visible.
Yeah.
Right? Since the beginning of Roswell Inc. 15 years ago, y'all have been a key component and supporter of the city of Roswell for over 18 years. I think a lot of people don't realize that Gas South, if you sign up as a commercial account, you sign up as a resident, Gas South gives a rebate back to the city of Roswell in the form of a check to use for any of their nonprofits, whether it's police and fire training, whether it's one of the nonprofits, one of the foundations. And every year that grows by participation. And I think that's a sign of a partnership, right?
Yeah.
When you see that kind of give back
Right.
to a city, it makes all the difference in the
Can
world.
you talk about that? It's clear that that's company culture, and you guys are visible. You're out there, you're supporting these different communities in ways like that. How important is that, woven into the fabric of really how you guys operate?
Yeah, I mean that's one of our mainstays. We give back 5% of our profits to children in need, basically in the areas that we serve. But we also have partnerships set up. City of Roswell, so every residential customer that comes on board, every commercial, at the end of the day, we run the numbers and see who's part of City of Roswell. And as Steve said, we've been, we give money back to the city that way as well. Yeah. So, not only directly to, different charities that we do, but directly with different cities that we've partnered with. On a commercial level, we've been with the GRA since almost day one.
Yeah.
We're celebrating 20 years this year. And
Crazy.
I've been
20
there
years.
all 20 years.
I was going to say, you were there in the start.
Yeah. So we're down to the original 8.
Yeah.
There's 8 of us that are original Gas South employees. We're now 442. And we were only in Georgia.
Really?
And we are now in, I think, 17 states.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a good 20 years. But from the start, just to your point, this is where we have always seen how partnering with somebody like Steve, and he's one of the best out there, is to be able to get our name out. But we like to be in the out and about. One of the hardest people to keep up with is my CEO.
Yeah,
Kevin.
I mean,
He's a great guy.
I'm like, okay, I don't need to be CEO because I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Kevin is everywhere. He is, and he's been there since the beginning.
Yes, but that has been from the start. We want to always be part of the community, and figuring out ways to be seen and be out there.
That's right.
And be grassroots versus just high level.
Yeah.
I mean, we do. You can see the high level marketing. And,
Sure.
It's amazing.
Go to the
where
breaks.
we are from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and and you think about it too. I tell people all the time. They go, "You all do a lot of work with Georgia Power and Atlanta Gas Light and Gas South." I said, "That's because they're providers, right? They're providers to our residents, but more importantly, for the business community, there are providers that keep us in business, right?
Right.
And the ironic thing is, Gas South rolled out of Georgia Power, right? It originated in Georgia Power in the very beginning.
Yeah, I started as Southern Company Gas.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
Yep.
we were a subsidiary of Southern Company, and then in 2006, Cobb EMC bought us.
Yeah.
So we're a wholly owned subsidiary of
didn't
Cobb
realize
EMC
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go. See, learning lesson.
Yeah.
And this is good for our
Always.
listeners, because I think it's important that they see these are not just companies. These are companies that are invested in the future of where Roswell businesses go and Roswell residents, right? And it's really a cool history to listen to that relationship and that partnership of how that grows together. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So Restaurant Weeks, what's the best way for our listeners to get plugged into Restaurant Weeks?
I mean, it's roswellrw.com. You're going to find a full listing of all the different participating restaurants. You'll see the photo galleries. You'll find the menu options as well.
Man.
You can build your itinerary from there. We urge you to come back to that, check in, earn those badges, post your own photos in your reviews, have it be really buy into it and have a good time with it. All the sponsors are listed, including Gas South, obviously, on that. And we encourage you to reach out to our team if we can get you into contact with anybody on Rob's team as well for that service. Thank you, Rob, for your
Yes.
investment. Thank you for your support of this organization and these types of programs that we do. As Steve says, we really appreciate that. And we just say cheers. Great day to do business at Roswell. I don't want to steal Steve's thunder, but
Absolutely.
that's what we say.
It's always a great day to do business.
Always a great
Go to Restaurant Weeks. They appreciate it, and we do
Absolutely.
too. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.